Welcome back to Coin Value Pro. Today, we're unraveling the mystery of the 1998 Lincoln cent penny and what makes some of them worth up to $75,200. Let's start with a little background on the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, or penny, was first minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was also the first U.S. coin to bear the image of an actual person. The design on the front, known as the obverse, features the iconic bust of President Lincoln. While the reverse design has changed over the years, the Lincoln Memorial was introduced in 1959 and remained there until 2008. But we're here to talk about one very special year, 1998. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a 1998 penny, what's the big deal? Well, most of the 1998 pennies are indeed just regular pennies, worth no more than 1 cent. However, there's one particular type of penny from this year that has become the holy grail for collectors due to a very rare minting error. Let's talk about that next. The key to understanding why some 1998 pennies are worth a fortune lies in the minting error known as the wide AM variety. So, what exactly is this wide AM? Well, if you flip your 1998 penny over and take a close look at the reverse side, where the Lincoln Memorial is, focus on the letters A and M in the word America. In most 1998 pennies, the A and M are spaced closely together, as they were intended. However, a small number of these pennies were accidentally struck with a reverse die meant for proof coins, which has a wider gap between the A and the M. This variety is what's referred to as the wide AM error. So, why are collectors willing to pay thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars, for this mistake? First off, rarity. Only a limited number of 1998 pennies were struck with the wide AM reverse, making them a rare find. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is one of the most important factors that drives up the value of a coin. Secondly, condition plays a huge role. The best preserved examples of this error coin, especially those in mint state or uncirculated condition, have been known to fetch astonishing prices. For instance, one 1998 wide AM penny in near-perfect condition sold for $75,200 at auction in recent years. That's right, $75,200 for a single penny. Now, you might be wondering how to check if you've got one of these rare wide AM pennies sitting in your collection. The first thing you'll need is a magnifying glass or coin loupe to closely inspect the back of your penny. Look at the letters A and M in America. In the wide AM variety, the letters are clearly spaced apart, whereas in the regular version, they almost touch dot. If you think you found one, congratulations. But before you run off to sell it, there's one more thing you need to consider: getting your coin authenticated and graded. Before you can sell your coin for big bucks, you'll want to have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These services will evaluate your coin's condition and assign it a grade, which can significantly impact its value. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. For example, a 1998 wide AM penny in pristine condition with a grade of MS 67, mint state, could be worth thousands, while a lower grade version might fetch a few $100s. As of 2024, the value of a 1998 wide AM penny in top condition can reach up to $75,200, as we mentioned earlier. But even those in slightly less pristine condition are still incredibly valuable, often selling for thousands of dollars. Keep in mind, coin values fluctuate with demand, rarity, and market trends, so if you're lucky enough to own one of these pennies, you may want to consult with a coin expert before making any sales. But the 1998 wide AM isn't the only penny from this year that can fetch a premium. There are also other types of errors and varieties that collectors seek out. For instance, any penny with a double die error, where the images or letters appear slightly doubled, can be worth a lot. And if you happen to find a 1998 penny in a special mint set, or with an unusual mint mark, those could also be worth a premium. So, let's say you've identified a rare 1998 wide AM penny, and you're ready to cash in. How do you go about selling it? There are several ways. You can list your coin on online auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions, or you can visit a local coin shop or attend a coin show where you can get advice from experts. Just be sure to do your research on the best-selling method to maximize your coin's value. Who knew that a simple penny could be worth thousands of dollars? The 1998 Lincoln cent is a reminder that treasures can often be hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you get some change, take a closer look. You just might have a fortune sitting in your pocket. We're talking about something you may not expect to be worth a fortune, the 2005 Lincoln cent, or as many of you know it, the 2005 Lincoln penny. Yes, we're talking about that little copper coin with Abraham Lincoln's face on it. You may not believe it, but some of these pennies are now worth up to $60,200. Yes, you heard that right, 60 grand for a penny. Sounds crazy? Stick around, because I'm going to break down the history, key details, and what makes these coins so valuable today. First, let's start with the basics. The 2005 Lincoln cent features the classic design that has been used on the U.S. penny since 1959. It has Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front or obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design stayed in use for half a century, from 1959 until 2008. Now, this particular penny is part of the Memorial series, and the 2005 issue marks one of the last years before the design changed to the more recent shield reverse in 2010. 2005 Lincoln pennies were minted in 3 locations, which can be identified by their mint marks. Let's break them down real quick. The Philadelphia Mint coins have no mint mark, the Denver Mint coins have a D mint mark, the San Francisco Mint coins bear an S mint mark, but these are proof coins, which are more special and rare. So if you're looking at your penny and it has a small D or S on the lower right side of Lincoln's portrait, that's the mint mark. Now, most 2005 pennies are worth face value. But, there are a few special conditions that can make them worth a lot more. Let's dig into that. Before we dive into the valuable errors and rare variants, let's touch on the history. The Lincoln cent was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 2005 penny came during the last few years of the Memorial series, which, as I mentioned earlier, started in 1959. What's interesting is that even though these pennies were mass-produced, with billions of them minted, certain factors have made some of them extremely valuable today. In 2005, over 7 billion Lincoln cents were minted across all facilities, with the majority coming from Philadelphia and Denver. The exact mintage numbers are, so, as you can see, the regular circulation pennies were minted in huge numbers. However, within these billions of coins, a few rare ones stand out. So, how can a penny that was minted in such high volume be worth over $60,000? That brings us to the next section. Here's where things get exciting. Not all 2005 pennies are created equal. Certain rare error coins and high-grade examples are the ones attracting huge value among collectors. Let me break down the 3 main factors that can make your 2005 Lincoln cent worth a fortune. First up, we have mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during the coin production process, and collectors love them. A few of the most valuable error coins include: this happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, causing doubling in some of the design elements. For instance, look for doubling on Lincoln's face, his eyes, or on the lettering, like the word Liberty or In God We Trust. These double die pennies can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the severity of the error. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the die, causing a portion of the design to be missing or off-center. The more off-center the strike, the higher its value, sometimes reaching several $1,000s. Die cracks or die breaks ***. These can create unique patterns, such as lines or blobs of metal where they shouldn't be. Some collectors are willing to pay a premium for these rare flaws. The second factor is the grade or condition of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolutely perfect, which is called Mint State 70 or MS 70. If your 2005 penny is in excellent condition, meaning it's virtually flawless with no scratches or wear. It could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. High-grade Lincoln cents, especially in MS-68, MS-69, or MS-70, are sought after by serious collectors. There are reports of near-perfect 2005 pennies selling at auctions for tens of thousands of dollars. For instance, an MS-69 example sold for a whopping $6,600 at auction. That's a huge return on just a single penny. And the best part? Some of these high-grade examples were found in circulation, so keep an eye out. Finally, let's talk about proof coins. These are special coins minted specifically for collectors, and they have a much shinier, mirror-like finish compared to regular circulation coins. The 2005 proof Lincoln cents, minted in San Francisco, have the S mint mark and can be worth significantly more than regular pennies, especially if they're still in perfect, untouched condition. Some of these proof coins in top condition, graded PR69 or PR70, can be worth a couple of $100s. And if you're lucky enough to have one with an error, such as a double die proof penny, you're looking at a coin that could sell for thousands. So, what's the current market value for a 2005 Lincoln cent? Well, most 2005 pennies are still worth their face value of 1 cent, especially if they've been circulated and show wear and tear. But here's the kicker: if you happen to have a rare error coin or a high-grade example, you could be holding on to something worth between $5,000 and $60,200. Yes, coins like these have sold for massive amounts at auctions. Even regular 2005 pennies in mint state condition, MS-65 and above, can sell for a premium, up to $15 to $50 per coin, which is a huge increase over 1 cent. So, there you have it, your 2005 Lincoln penny might just be worth a lot more than you think. Whether it's a mint error, a high-grade example, or a rare proof coin, there are definitely some valuable ones out there. Imagine turning a penny into $60,200, it's the ultimate treasure hunt. We're diving into the fascinating world of US coins, and more specifically, a seemingly ordinary penny that might just be worth a small fortune. That's right, I'm talking about the 2007 D Lincoln penny. This coin, which you probably see lying around in your pocket change, could be worth thousands of dollars depending on its condition and a few other factors. You heard me correctly, this humble penny could fetch more than $50,000. Stick around to find out why. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, and it replaced the Indian head penny as the primary 1-cent coin in the U.S. The coin has featured the profile of President Abraham Lincoln ever since, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. In 2007, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Lincoln penny with his iconic profile on the obverse. The Denver Mint, denoted by the D Mint mark, struck millions of these pennies that year, 3.63 billion to be exact. So, what makes a simple 2007 D penny worth so much? First, let's talk about the basic features. The 2007 D penny is made from copper-plated zinc. Like all modern pennies, it weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. On the front, or obverse, we've got Lincoln's profile facing right with the word Liberty to his left and the year 2007 to his right. The D Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. Flip the coin over to the reverse, and you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design that's been featured on the back of Lincoln pennies since 1959. Pretty standard stuff, right? But here's the twist: not all 2007 D pennies are created equal. While most of them are worth face value or a tiny bit more in uncirculated condition, certain factors can drive the value of these coins into the stratosphere. The biggest factor in the value of any 2007 D penny is its condition. Coins that are graded MS-67, MS-68, or even MS-69 can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. But, here's where things get interesting: if you have a 2007 D penny graded MS-68, it could be worth as much as $50,000 or more. Why? Well, MS stands for mint state, meaning the coin has never been in circulation and is in nearly perfect condition. Coins graded MS-68 are exceptionally rare, which makes them extremely valuable to collectors. Out of the billions of 2007 D pennies that were minted, only a tiny fraction have survived in such pristine condition. And coins graded higher than MS-68 are even more elusive. These grades reflect factors like luster, strike quality, and the absence of imperfections or marks. Another factor that can dramatically increase the value of a 2007 D penny is the presence of any minting errors. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors because they're rare and often unintentional. Some errors to look out for include double die obverse, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks. For example, if you find a 2007 D penny with a double die error on Lincoln's profile or in the lettering, you're in for a payday. These types of error coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. Now, you're probably wondering, how can I tell if my 2007 D penny is worth thousands? First, take a good look at its condition. If it looks brand new and has little to no wear, you might have something special. It's best to use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect the coin for any scratches, dents, or errors. If you think you found something, consider getting the coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. It may cost a little upfront, but if your penny comes back with a high grade, it could be worth it in the long run. Alright, so let's talk money. The value of a 2007 D Lincoln penny can fluctuate depending on market trends and the demand among collectors. Right now, prices for high-grade pennies are climbing, with some coins fetching over $50,000 at auction. If you have a rare or high-grade coin, the best places to sell are major auction houses, online platforms like eBay, or through certified coin dealers. Make sure you're getting multiple offers before selling to ensure you get the best price. So there you have it. That ordinary 2007 D Lincoln penny in your pocket might be worth more than you think. Whether it's an error coin, a high-grade mint state penny, or a combination of both, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Be sure to check your change carefully, because you never know when you might stumble upon a rare gem. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content on coin collecting and hidden treasures. And if you've got a valuable 2007 D penny, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy hunting.